A big update is coming from the UK. The report that we were waiting for with great fear and helplessness has been tabled. In this report, the students are given a green signal after their study at work. In this report, it is said that no evidence that is found that it is widely abused. This means that the graduate route program that runs for students, it has not been used in any wrong way. There is a lot of good news in itself. If you want to study in the UK, then this report is very important for you. What has been said in this report? What are the factors and what is the story? Many people do not know what the MAC report is. First of all, the study program that runs in the UK is called the Graduate Route Program. So there were many allegations that it was used in a wrong way. The purpose of the students who come to the UK is not to study. There are many students who convert to a skilled visa. There are many students who do not get a job after completing their studies. Due to these allegations, the UK government decided to review this program. Migration Advisory Committee, which was given the name of MAC. The chairman of that is Brian Bell, so they were told to do the analysis of this entire program and submit a report that should we really continue this program where it is being used in the wrong way. It should be stopped, so there were a lot of allegations on it. Let me tell you here that even before this, the UK took this step. In April 2012, this program was called the Post-Study Work Route. At that time, the UK had closed the work visa that students get after study. But again in July 2021, the UK continued it again, in which the students can work in the UK for at least 2 years after their studies. The committee's report has come. That report is relieving somewhere, especially for those students who have to go to the UK, because any student from any country when he goes to study in the UK, then his purpose is no doubt that he has to study, but at the same time, if he has to go to the market there, because the UK market operates the business of the whole world there, then his experience is also required. So now it seems that if the MAC report is in favor of it, then in the coming days the results can be positive. The government, on which there is a lot of pressure to cut immigration, and he was in the mood to close this program somewhere, then he can sleep through this thing and it can be continued. Now let me tell you 4 or 5 main points, due to which somewhere it has been given a green signal and it has been said from the side of Brian Bell that this program should continue. This is a 70-page report. The first point is the most important. In this, they have said that the Graduate Route Program plays a very big role in the education of the UK. If we stop it, that is, students are not given a work visa after study, then the UK attraction for international students will not be there. And the competitor countries like Canada, US, Australia, New Zealand will be benefited. The UK will not be able to attract international students and students will choose the UK in small numbers. That's why we have to make some changes to this graduate route program in a good way. But it should continue. The second point is that the majority of students, this was a big allegation that students do not complete their studies there. So the majority of students have completed their studies. There are many students who have completed their studies within a time period and completed it with a good grade. So no abuse has been done to it. This program is going on properly. Students are coming to study in the UK and properly. They attend their classes in the universities and complete their studies in time. The third is very good for the UK because the international students who go to the UK pay a hefty tuition fee. And when they go on a work visa, their tax contribution is paid. All the students who go to work visa, they use healthcare very little. Because the UK is such a state where healthcare is available for free at a low cost. So they use healthcare very little. And along with that, the health surcharge that you have to pay for health insurance, all of them pay for it. So these are the things that international students contribute. First when they are on study and then on work visa, and in the last point they said that if we restrict it then we have to be ready for 2 things. First, universities will have a problem of revenue at a very big level in their operations because they don't have that much money and that much revenue, so the government has that money or the government has that budget, they will have to take it on their own. Secondly, if the universities do not have money, then they will have to cut jobs. Many people will be unemployed. They will have to close many courses because there are many courses in which the majority of students take admission, so they will have to close those courses. And the biggest thing is that the UK is considered for its research in the whole world. When the fees of interested students will not go there, then there will be no money for research. The innovation that is done, the research that is done on big things, that research will be reduced somewhere or it will be stopped. So we have to take care of these things. If we bring any restriction, then there will be a lot of effect on these things. There are many such institutions. They also said that it is possible that they will go to the extent of being closed. So this is the point that in the MAG report, although it is a very big report, it is a report of 70 pages when you read it, but still I have taken that point. On which they have said that if we stop the graduate route program or restrict it, then in the coming time the UK will have to be ready for these things. Although let me tell you that this is just a report table, there has been no decision on it. Because the decision has to be taken by the government, the Home Secretary James Cleverly and his team have to decide whether the graduate route will continue or it will be stopped like 2012. On the other hand, the universities of the UK, the panel has also received a statement from them. They have said that MAC has now given it a green signal. So we want the government to declare as soon as possible that we are going to continue the graduate route, so that the students who are in confusion at this time, that they should apply to the UK or not, they can take the decision, and there should be no impact on the incoming intake. So overall, if we look at this report, so this report contributes positively, although there were many allegations before that there are many such elements in the politics of the UK that oppose this thing that students should be given work after studying. But still, this report is in favor of continuing the positive graduate route program. In the coming days, we will have to see what decisions the government takes on this, but it is so important that there is a very big good news.